broadcast of the Monster Energy PS4 NASCAR League. Tonight we're at Martinsville Speedway for the first day to 500, and I'm joined by NASCAR Man in the booth. Say hi. Tonight's the 7th playoff race, and before the race we'll get all 6 of the remaining playoff drivers, so guess we can start that. Do you want to go from the bottom up or the top up or top down? Alright, so hold on, let me see who's. I believe it's beige, that's the bottom. Yeah, beige is the bottom. Alright, well, you can just type in their name and. Alright. It's just players. Where's. Oh, B's not even online. Guess we'll just invite Smoke then if he's not gonna. Should be hopefully joining. You don't have him on his friends list, do you? Okay, there he is. Here's the driver, the number 17, Fastnall car, Smoke Zmog. Coming into this race, you're below the cut line. Are you gonna start off your race aggressive, or are you gonna take your time early?
I mean, Remix and Beach don't appear to be here yet, so I'll be kind of cautious at the start, trying to work my way through the field, not trying to go a lap down or anything. But once we progress towards the end of the race, I'll try and get more aggressive and try and get those points.
Tonight's Martinsville, of course, and gonna see a lot of bumping and banging. The last couple of races, we've seen you have kind of a little bit of tension between you and the Hendrick guys. How do you think that will play in this race?
I mean, most of them are good drivers. They all like to keep it clean until the last lap. But it's Martinsville, so I don't expect anything to go great here tonight. But I expect it to be a good race and have fun.
Alright, Nascar Man, got any questions for him?
If I'm given like a specific time, I'm thinking like mid-stage 2 to beginning of it. I think that's when you're gonna have to start getting aggressive and try and get track position, because track position is gonna be key here. Because if you can stay on the bottom, you'll do good.
Alright, any more questions to ask for me? Alright, well, we wish you good luck tonight, and hopefully we see you do good tonight.
Alright, thank y'all.
Drio said he can't hear you on the stream. Is your like mic muted or something?
There we go. Okay, it's back on.
Alright, any more questions? Hold on, let me see if you can hear him. Oh, shoot.
Okay, it's back on.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Alright, Remix Bofa is, well, I don't even think he's on either. Hold on just a second. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so Sports Kid, you said?
looking at his points here. He's about 8 points above the cutoff line with a total of 4,025 points. And he's gotten 25 playoff points throughout the season, and he's gotten 7 stage wins as well. He's also had 2 wins as well so far this season.
Yes, he does. Charlotte, and then he won last week at Kansas.
And considering he's working for Levine Family Racing, driving the number 95.
Wait, you said you had
Pro
him
Tour.
on your friends list, right?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, try to
I can
invite
get
him
him in here.
because...
There we go. I already invited him. He should be in here any second.
Doesn't look like he's joining. I wonder if we should get the next guy.
Next person, I believe it would be JC.
Do you have JC on your friends list?
Yeah, I can invite him in here.
Oh.
Invite players. Oh, there we go, JC.
Gosh, any of them gonna join?
No, right? It seems strange. Well, it's fine. We've only interviewed one guy.
Well, I don't know why they're not joining. Oh, it's JC. Alright, driver, the number 48 car of JC Live. JC, how do you think your race will go tonight?
I'm sorry, my mic wasn't plugged in. What's up?
Oh, I said, how do you think your race will go tonight?
Just trying to stay consistent. That's all we can do.
Well, last couple races, you came really close of winning. Are you going to be a little more aggressive to try to lock yourself in a homestead, or going to take your time tonight?
This is one of those, just be patient races.
Alright, well, Nascar, you
Slow
got
and
any
steady
questions?
will potentially win the race. We'll see.
Nascar, you got any questions for JC?
Well, JC, like I smoked earlier in the earlier interview, when do you think it's okay to be aggressive here in Martinsville, considering that there's going to be a lot of beating and banging going on today?
I would fully expect to be aggressiveness right towards the end of the stages, and then right there towards the end of the race. Everybody fighting for that extra spot.
Alright. Got any more questions for Nascar, man?
No.
Alright, well, we wish you good luck, and hopefully you have a good race tonight.
I appreciate you.
Alright. Guess we can
I
get
believe
you out.
Sports Kid joined the party as well. So.
Oh, he did? Okay. Driver, the number 95, Sports Kid, how do you think your race will go tonight?
Feeling pretty confident. Car feels good. Went out there in the truck race and ran a pretty good race. And looking to carry over momentum from last week.
There's been a lot of, well, since it's Martinsville, there's going to be a lot of been and banging. How do you think, do you expect maybe a caution fest tonight, or do you think it'll be a good race?
I think it should be a good race. There'll probably be a few cautions early. Just people start trying to fight for track position early. But once we kind of get spread out, I think it'll be mostly green flag runs.
Alright, Nascar, you got any questions for Sports Kid?
Yeah. When you won last week at Kansas, you broke a winless streak since Charlotte. But now that you are in a position where you're gonna have to potentially win to get the homestead or get in by points, How do you think you're going to get into Homestead? Do you think you're going to pull off a win during this round, or do you think you're going to get in by points?
I feel confident that I can get a win within the next 3 races and lock myself in. And if that doesn't happen, I know I can run good enough to be able to make it on points. And I know that Beej and Remix are both going to be missing this race tonight, so I know they won't be getting any points.
Just one more question. When do you think it's appropriate for you to start getting aggressive out there at Martinsville?
I mean, it's generally going to be towards the end of the stages and the end of the race. It also just all depends on how close I am to the next driver, and if I feel I can get up there and make a move to get around them at the end of the stages or for the win. So it's Martinsville. There's going to be a lot of bumpers being handed to people. So if I get handed a bumper's going to get handed right back.
Alright, well, we wish you good luck tonight, and hopefully you drive a good race.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Alright.
Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Well,
All
we
right.
have one more driver to potentially interview, and his name is Slade. He's the current championship leader in the points.
Do you have him on your friends list?
No, you're going to have to suggest me him.
Alright.
Championship standings.
Hope he has a pretty good points lead. Can't really.
But the question is, if he makes it to Homestead, do you think he can pull it off and win the championship?
Honestly, don't know. He's one of those. Last week he was really a quiet driver, but he crept his way up to the top 5, I think, at the end. But I think he got wrecked though. When there was a slide
that
job, I
crash
think.
with him
Yeah.
in Texas.
Yeah. Try to get.
I already got him in it. Here he is.
Hello.
Slade, the 43 car driver, driver 43. How do you think your race will go tonight?
Personally, Martinsville is not one of my favorite tracks, just because it's a very tight environment. Not really. I mean, it's a driver's track. No draft can help you. Not someone pushing you can help you. So it's whoever has the best car will show tonight. Personally, I've been I think I have the fourth best car. Because I've been running faster. Like I've ran a faster lap than Smoke Zmog, but he's running more consistent, which means he's probably going to be. I think him and JC are the cars to beat tonight. Sports kid. We'll see, man.
Alright, well, going to this race, you're 33 points to the good. Are you going to take your time maybe in this race, or are you going to make sure that lead gets bigger?
I'm gonna make sure that lead gets bigger because I've kind of just coasted through these past rounds. Yeah, I've won in every round, but I want to make sure that I can get as big as a point lead as I can as possible, so I don't have to worry about guys winning because you could have because we got 6 guys in, and I could be one of the guys who don't want to race, so I want to be the head of points, so at least make it in on that. So I'm gonna try to drive this.
Alright, one more question. Last couple races that we've seen, you and the 24 Texas Tech have a little bit of tension. Do you think he could be in the way for this race?
I wish I had an answer for that. I don't know, man. It's gonna be how the race goes. It's been a quote-unquote rivalry since Chicago, I want to say. It's like my third, fourth race here. Me and him haven't had an argument. Bristol's where it really kicked off. But I don't know, man. It's gonna see what happens. I'm not gonna try and start anything unless he's trying to hold me back. I'm not gonna. If he's running second clean, I'm running third clean. I'm not gonna just move him out of the way because we've had issues. But if he's, almost about to be a lap down, and say one of his teammates are up front, and he's just trying to block me so they can move on to the championship, I'm probably gonna move him or something. But I won't make any stupid decisions that will affect my race in a whole.
Alright, Nascar man, got any questions for Slade?
Well, coming into Martinsville, everyone knows that this track there's gonna be a lot of patience and a lot of driver experience out there today, and also a lot of beating and banging if there's gonna be necessary. But how do you think your car is gonna run today, and when do you think you can be aggressive during this race?
I'm probably just gonna. It depends on the situation I'm in. If there's someone in front of me who I know is a lot slower, I'll probably not move them out of the way like immediately. Like if it's stage 1, stage 2, or middle or early in stage 3, I'll probably right behind them, see if they make a mistake, pass them clean like that. But if it gets down to the very end of stages, because stage points, any point either way is very important. So I'm gonna try and get all the points I can. I'm not gonna move someone for a 7th, 6th place finish. Like personally, that just sounds stupid. But I got one of my favorite tracks, Texas, coming up, and a track I like pretty good, Phoenix ISM Raceway coming up. So this track is kind of just let's get it out of the way, move these 2 tracks, and see what I can do there.
Alright, Nascar man, any more questions for Slade?
I have no more questions.
Alright, we wish you good luck and hopefully you do good tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Alright. Well, driver's meeting looks like it'll be starting in 5 minutes.
I mean, with this track of Martinsville, we know there's going to be a lot of key patience involved with the drivers themselves. You have to really maintain patient and not be too aggressive, or it can cause some mishaps or wrecks out there. It can potentially make this race a wreck fest, but hopefully the drivers can make sure not to let that happen and be wise about how much brakes they use coming into the corner and when not to be aggressive. Especially on the restarts heading into turns 1 and 2. A lot of people could be bumping each other coming into the turn.
Yeah, we'll be seeing that for 250 laps. Not the shortest race in NASCAR.
One of the shortest tracks in NASCAR as well.
And something I want to talk about. It's about non-playoff driver, but about Texas. But like you guys saw, he really showed us that he still had the cars to win. And in his post-race interview, he said he doesn't care if it's his teammates or not. He wants to win. He'll bump them out of the way if he has to. Do you have any comments on that?
Well, with Texas, I can see, because Texas wants to prove that he can still hang out there with the big guys, those that are in the playoffs. He wants to prove that he can still win, still show a challenge, or he might be giving us a preview of next season, of him re-emerging himself as a driver and potentially going out there and starting to win more races.
Yeah, I don't expect to see that, or the kind of seasons he had last year from Texas.
I can see Texas potentially winning more races with this new determination he has to get up there and win. Hopefully, within next season, he can put that into action and potentially potentially make the playoffs, and hell, might even make the Final Four at Homestead if he can get there next season.
Yep, last year he made it to the Final Four, ended up losing though the remix Bilfa, but still he had either 3 or 4 wins, can't remember, but it's a pretty good season. And next week his home track at Texas, so hopefully he definitely probably wants to win big time there.
Texas is my favorite track, and I'd be very good if I was to win there, because the last time I went to Texas, I had a pretty decent car, ran all night, top 5, but just had some problems coming into the last few laps of the race, and it cost me to get back up there. But Hopefully
Yeah,
with hopefully with this race, I can get up there and potentially lead some laps, maybe even win. But we'll just have to see what happens.
yeah, I've seen now that you can. I mean, not that good, but there's a little bit of a middle line now at Texas.
Yeah, the middle line at Texas, especially in turns 1 and 2, there's like this middle line, but in turns 3 and 4, you can like hook the bottom, but it's all about the exit and how you come off the corner. You don't want to come off the corner too much and hit the wall, because then that'll just slow down your momentum coming to the start and finish line. That can just really like slow down your momentum into the next lap.
Yep. As we got 3 minutes till um qualifying, let's make our picks for the race. Who do you think will win tonight's race?
According to, I'm gonna agree with what Slade has. He said that Smoke and JC had good cars, but if I was to pick maybe one driver, I would probably pick JC, considering that he's really determined to go to Homestead and win his championship. But if I was to pick another driver, it'd probably be Texas, considering how much determined he was. According to what he said in his post interview last week, saying he'd do anything to win. So I'm hoping to see if he'll put that into action here today at Martinsville and pull off a win here today.
Yep, the spring winner, B. She's not gonna be racing tonight. I think Morris win, a non-playoff driver. I think he'll win. He's really good at short tracks, especially these kind of tracks. I think he'll pull off an upset and win here. As now we got 1 minute until qualifying. Tonight will be a exciting race.
Exciting race full of bumpers and putting them to the other bumper and bumping people out of the way potentially.
And there'll definitely be fury during the race and after the race.
And a lot of post-race drama too as well, potentially.
Probably see some angry drivers in the post-race interviews. Always happens here at Martinsville. Let me find... There it is, alright. Should be going live any second now so we can keep track of the laps. So at the round of 6, since tonight's starting it. Of course, tonight Martinsville for 250 laps, and next week we'll be at Texas for the AAA Texas 500 for 167. And then the final race before the championship is ISM Raceway now. It'll be the Can-Am 500. It'll be 156 laps. So 2 short tracks and then a 1.5 miles. And then to end it off, of course, is Homestead for... Let's see, how long is Homestead? EcoBoost 400 for 134 laps. And it's the dreaded off season. So we should begin to start at any time now.
One thing I've always been concerned about is the off season, because you never know if there's going to be sudden driver changes or sudden team changes within a certain series, but who knows?
Yep, I know.
A lot of
Yep.
drivers are claiming, some drivers are claiming ownership and might start their team for next season. Some drivers might might re-sign a contract for the Cup Series. Who knows?
Yep, there
A lot
are.
of things can happen in the off season.
Yep, there's a couple drivers that are already making moves. I know Sports Kid and Bradley. They're making Harris in the Xfinity Series, who wasn't able to participate in the chase. He's gonna be in the 41. A lot of moves as qualifying looks like it's just about to begin. See who will be on the pole here at Homestead. Or not Homestead, my bad. Martinsville.
And we're thinking about Homestead so badly that we even accidentally call the tracks.
Hey, it is what it is. We'll just have to see what's going on. So, we'll get. Hello?
We have a Gordon Fan 94. I wonder who that is.
Hey, you told my man in Discord to lag out loud.
Gordon Fan 94.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him either.
Oh, he's a spotter. I don't know who for, but. Alright, I think we can join. Yeah, you can join qualifying now if you want to. So they're already beginning qualifying. Like that 95 car in Sports Speed. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say Predator, he's making his couple turns today. He's subbing for Bradley in the 42 car.
And Predator's usually the driver of the, well, he's now usually the driver of the number 88 car in the Xfinity Series. He used to, I believe he used to drive the 20 car in the Xfinity Series.
Yeah, he was in Xfinity for a little bit, and then Dark Bud left, so Mike brought him into the 20 car, and now, and then he's riding in the 88 car for the rest of the season, Xfinity Series. Hopefully we can see him have some luck. There's Slade, points leader. I don't know, I feel like after that win last week, I feel like Sports, I don't know if I want to call him the top favorite, but I think he moved himself in the top 3, maybe even 2. Even though Slade hasn't been doing that well, at least recently, I still think he's the title favorite. And I actually think it's close between Sports and Swim, and then it's going to be Jace left. Do you still think, or who do you think your championship favorite is?
My championship favorite is between Slade and JC. Those are my top 2 championship favorites, considering that they both had a strong season so far. So I wouldn't expect them both to be a championship threat for each other. And it's all going to depend who's the better driver at Homestead, and see who can come home with that championship.
As qualifying just ended, and we'll see who starts on the pole here at Martinsville.
let me know when that clock hits 0.
Alright.
We have onboard cams of 4 different drivers, and on today's race we have a view from Sports Kid, a view from Mike Man, and a view from Texas.
As we go, and the
Looks
41
like,
of Kevron got the
the
pole.
pole today.
Wait for Texas to do this. Sports Kid starts 4th and cannot tell who starts 5th.
I believe it was JC that starts 5th, I believe. Oh, and no, I'm actually wrong. It's actually Predator who's starting 5th in the 42 car today.
Really rooting for Predator. He's a really good driver, but in the Cup Series last time, he just hadn't really had luck, and then he really couldn't show up to any races.
Alright, what's...
It just went in now. Yeah.
Let me join in.
We're getting ready to get going here at Martinsville Speedway, the shortest NASCAR track on schedule. Hopefully we'll see some good racing tonight. Oh, let me just check. Yep, it was Predator.
Not a good start for the 2 Hendrick cars today. Well, for 3 of them.
Yep, JC
Darfwood
started
starting
9th.
7th.
Texas starting
JC
10th.
starts 9th. Texas starting 10th.
Sports got 4th. That's the best, I think, from them.
That's the best out of the Hendrick car.
They look like they just got going. Waiting to load in.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to load in as well here. Martinsville Speedway.
So here we go. 41 already leading the race. Oh, we already have crashed. Morris is around. And we have our first caution of the race.
And in the lead, there's the 41 car. Not even 1 lap completed, and we've already had a crash.
I actually think we did get 1 lap. I think it was the 2nd lap on the back stretch. I think we did get 1 lap. Cause that's probably what we could see in most of the parts of these races, or this race.
Kevron will bring the field to the green flag this time by.
Oh no, it's the 88.
Oh, no he won't. It's the 88 car that's going to. Outside of him is the 95 of Sports Kid. Sporting a throwback to Casey Kane's 2006 career.
We go through 88, clears him.
Looks like the 88's gonna. Oh, the 41 dives it in there hard.
Yeah, I
he
saw
sticks
that.
to bottom. Oh, contact with the
42
43
around.
and the 42.
42 really slow. And that collected smoke.
41 is diving in the corner.
43 just
Passes.
takes a big bump.
He passes the 95 for second, but is he gonna give the 88 the bumper? The 95 gives is right on his
43.
tail. Oh, he gives the 88 the bumper. Looks like the 41 is all over the back end of that 88.
If there's a playoff driver that wins today, they will be locked into Homestead and will be able to fight for as the 88's in the wall. 41 is under him for the race.
I think the 41 just bumped him and he went high. But now here comes Sports
95's
Kid on the
under
bottom.
too. 88 still on the wall. 95.
95 is
90.
trying to get underneath
95 clears.
underneath 88. Got him cleared. And Cameron continues to hold on. Oh, here comes Sports Kid. Sports Kid got a little close.
Sports got a little loose.
Oh, the 88 hit the wall. It's, looks like the 41's gonna come in the corner smoothly. Nice exit.
JC and Mike Man are gaining on this 88 car. '88 in the wall again. JC takes 4th, and now Mike Man takes 5th place.
Now, many times the
4th.
88's hit the wall reminds me of how many times I ended up hitting the wall when I did a part-time race here last season in the 31 car. Let's say I did not do so well. But on to back to the race, but it looks like the 41's got a small amount of distance with himself and 95, and right behind him to our JC, and it looks like Mike Man just passed the 88.
As Mike
Man
Man
hasn't been running too well in these races.
ever
And
since.
today, oh, the 41 a little bit loose coming into the corner.
JC has gotten so close lately of getting that win, but just hasn't.
The 41 just bounced off the curb going into turn.
Look who's making his
coming into
way
turn
up
one.
early. The 24 Texas. Let's see, he is ranked 6th place. As if you see the 24 closing in at Martinsville, you know he's gonna signature 24, one of the best at Martinsville.
Looks like 41 is keeping a distance with the 95. But oh, we got traffic up ahead. Looks like lap down traffic. Looks like the 43
Not a good way
is
to start.
potentially going to be the first one to be put a lap down.
He's 33 points to good, but that's not safe.
But like he said in his interview, he said he wanted to go out there and get some more points to extend that lead. And I don't think this is a way to do it right now, considering where he is. He's about to get lapped by the leaders. And it looks like the 41's going to keep a small amount of distance.
But I do remember at the,
Oh.
I think it was the Xfinity race at Richmond, he went 2 laps down and he came back and won the race.
Came back and won the race.
So you can't count him out, even though he probably. Sports Kid trying to close in on the 41 car.
Looks like the 41's pulling away from him. Our top 5 currently is Cameron, then Sports Kid, and then we have JC, and I believe Mike Man in the 19, and then the 88 car of Darthbud, who was leading but has fallen back to 5th after hitting the wall. So, and he hits the wall again off the exit.
He's been magnetic to that wall so far.
Texas is trying to close in on his Hendrick Motorsports teammate. Probably going to try to attempt to take that spot away.
He's looking, the leader in the 41, he's looking for a ride too next year, and this could impress some owners if he can pull off an upset win here. So let's go back to...
Well, 7th place is the 17. And in 8th place will be S'mores in 18, who was eliminated from the playoffs, along with the,
Bradley.
Along with Bradley in Kansas.
There's the 43 up here in front of the leader. Looks like he's keeping his ground right now, but one mistake and the 41 can lead there and put him a lap down.
Yeah, but eventually, if these guys catch up to him and they feel like they're holding him up, they could probably potentially bump him out of the way and give him the bumper. And that wouldn't be a good thing.
Sports trying to find a way to close in on this 41 car. Trying to lock himself to Homestead.
95 is continuing to push that car, continuing to try to catch up to Kevron in the 41.
Oh, and the 24, the 88, I don't know if 24 put him up the track, but 24 is in 5th place now, and the 17 takes 6th place, so 88 lost 2 spots. So if that's a bumper from Texas, he's walking the walk.
He's basically backing up what he said in his interview last week. He said he doesn't care if he has to bump his teammates to get the win.
And Mike Man, Texas now sets his eyes on Mike Man in the 19, but he has the 17 behind him, which they've had some tension the last couple of races.
It seems that a lot of drivers are getting stuck in the middle in turns 1 and 2.
And there's Mike Man trying to catch up to that 48 for 3rd place. Mike Man's been one of the most consistent
17's trying to make some ground on the 24 because he got a great run off the turn 2. He was gaining on him, and there he is again. The 17's on the bumper of the 24, and is he going to go down low?
Oh, 17 messed up the
It looks
corner.
like he gave Texas plenty of space.
Had a good run
The
off
17 really catches the 24 on the straightaways.
Yep,
I
17.
think the 17 bumps the 24,
Oh.
but the 24 maintains ground. Battle for 5th is starting to get a little feisty between the 24 and the 17.
I think Texas, he's turned it on after. I think this is after last week. He knows now that if he has good setup. Oh, Texas in the wall.
17.
But 17 got loose though, so he couldn't. Oh, and look at the 41 up in the lead. He's caught up to that 43. If I can get to him. Yep, he's on his bumper now. And the 43 just lets him go. That's a good move by him. Even though he's not in the chase, that's a good move by Slade. Slade now is a lap down.
17 and 24 continue to battle here, and it's like every time they come into the straightaway, the 17 gets a run on the 24, but in the turns, the 24 pulls away from the 17. So it seems that Texas is good in the turns, but on the straightaways, he's slower than the 17.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. And behind them is S'mores, one of the best road course race, or not road course, short track racers in the league.
He doesn't seem to be doing too well right now.
Yeah, not what I'm not what. Oh, 17 in the wall just a little bit.
Looks like Texas is catching up to Mike Man a little bit, but the 17 is continuing to be behind the bumper of the 24. The question is, if S'mores gets up there with the 17 and 24, how long will he be patient before he starts giving the bumper to these guys?
Oh, Texas in the wall just a little bit. Not lost 17 to get to his bumper. And they're catching Mike Man, it looks like.
Yeah, but on the straightaways, it looks like Texas is starting to keep it a steady distance, but the Texas hit the curve, and the 17 is going to take the advantage.
There you go.
He's going to get underneath of him. Coming into turn 1, looks like the 17 is going to take that spot, but now here comes the 18.
Oh,
But
Texas cannot
falls
do the
in
car.
line.
Oh, JC, I don't know. JC must have got loose or something, and Mike Man takes 3rd from JC.
Mike Man takes 3rd.
Oh,
here
but a
comes,
battle.
Texas. Texas is going back at it with the 7. With the
Here
17.
comes the
Looks like
18.
Texas got loose. The 18 on the outside of Texas. Texas is gonna hang on to, I believe this is 6th place.
Yeah. Yeah, this is 6th
The
place.
40 and the 42 is over the back bumper of the 88.
Yep, Predator against Darth Bumper. Oh, and the 18. Oh, 42 gave the 88 a bumper.
42 must have had it up and holding them up. And now looks like Texas is going to lose that spot to the 18 Suarez.
As Mike Man, who's trying to hold off JC for this 3rd place. It's going back up to the lead here. Everyone's pull even more away.
Slade's still up there with the 41. I don't know what Slade's game plan is right now, is to try to get back on the lead lap without doing any aggressive moves on the 41, or is he just gonna chill and probably try to ride this out?
I would guess well, if I were him, I would definitely go try to get my lap back. But he'll get, unless somebody else gets the lap down, he'll get the lap down.
He went high there because he kind of over pushed it and coming into the corner.
Oh! 3-way battle for 3rd place. JC. Oh, gonna be even 4 cars. Smoke
We
trying
got
to get up there
JC,
for.
the 17, the 19, and the 18.
Oh, Smoke
All battling
can't
for
bring.
3rd.
Oh, contact
Oh.
between the 88. Oh, or 48 and 17. And S'mores
Hey,
got
look
loose.
here, look who caught in the picture. Texas is now back in the picture.
And the 42 too, and the 88's trying to get up there too. Could have a good battle here.
The 19's gonna try to bump the 48. The
48
hit the curb.
19 and 17 almost made contact. And 48's in the wall. 17 bumper to the 48.
The 19's was all over the curb in turns 1 and 2.
Now we have a good battle here.
Oh, look at that. The 17 took 2nd, but the 48's gonna take it back.
Oh, 48 and 17 have a grueling battle right now. And the 18's here.
48 went a little bit in the middle. Here comes the 18. 18's gonna take that spot.
There's Texas battling
It
with the
seems
42.
that S'mores has a good
Oh,
car on
more
the
contact.
long run.
Oh,
Oh.
18 I think hit the apron, and Texas is going to gain 2 spots. He's back in the top 5.
Texas
3
now.
wide in the back. Oh, 3 wide for just a little bit.
This looks like the 24 is gonna try to catch up to the 19, potentially get another spot. Top 5 so far now is looking like this. We have the 41 leading, the 95's in 2nd. 3rd place is going to go to the 17. 4th place is Mike Mann, and 5th is Texas. Oh, Texas into the wall.
I don't know what happened.
Turn 4. Well, it looks like Texas is going to maintain his spot, but he's got a whole hungry field behind him.
I don't know what happened to Texas there. As we're coming to 12 laps to go on the stage. And the 42 is under Texas now. Oh, 42 dives it. Oh, contact. Oh, JC in the apron. And S'mores passes. Texas probably not. Oh, and
41 the
Texas.
leader.
Texas just punted S'mores up the track. And oh.
Oh no, the leaders are coming back around to 41.
Oh my God, what is going on back here? Oh, and the
41's trying to avoid the whole thing. He's trying to lead the race, and he's lapped down everybody.
Texas.
In that pack.
Oh, Texas messed with the corner. Oh, 48 in the wall.
48's in the wall.
This is
Here
Martinsville
comes
racing
Slade.
here.
Slade's already a lap down.
Oh yeah, Slade's putting it. Yep, here we go. Oh, what racing here? Oh, Texas, what?
24 hit.
I think I don't know what Texas is doing right now.
think Texas is being a little aggressive.
He's mad at that. He took the 43 out.
43.
Oh yeah, that's.
That's a caution. He completely punted. He completely took out the 43 car.
Wow,
That's
Texas
wasn't having it.
That's what we're saying. The last couple races between the 24 and the 43 have been.
Texas not happy at the 43, and I guess that's how he's gonna show his displeasure.
There should be well, if I'm right, there should be a penalty for that after race.
I think Texas should at least get a black flag for aggressive driving, because that was over aggressively driving. He completely wiped out the 43 car in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, and
But
plus it's a playoff driver too.
I think it was mainly because the fact that the 43 was already a lap down, and the fact, I don't know. But
As 95 has the lead now.
outside of it is the 42.
Oh, 41 did
41
not.
didn't get
41 missed the
40
shift.
didn't get a good restart.
And not stacking everybody
Oh,
up.
4
Oh,
wide, 5 wide in turn
43.
1.
Oh,
contact
Mike
with
Man in 41. Wow.
Looks like the Mike Man got into the 41, and I think the 43 is back when we lapped through to the free pass.
Look at
And 95
Predator.
is
He's in
continuing to
second place, trying to go for the stage win.
Looks like Sports Kid, third currently in the playoff standing, is gonna start leading some laps here in Martinsville. The 42 and the 17 following him.
And it's 2 to go left in the stage. Predator has to. Oh, 17. Wow. As 95 trying to drive away with the stage win. 17 puts the 42 up the track for second place. Seeking.
It seems like the best cars on the track are Sports Kid and the 41, but the 41's currently in last place, I believe, still because of that restart.
As coming to the stage, Sports Kid in the 95 takes the first stage.
To go 3 wide.
Congrats
and now
to
in stage 1.
Congrats to Sports Kid on taking the first stage. As let's see the stage results. I'm trying to look on Texas. Let's see.
I believe the top 5 was
let's see.
was Sports Kid, 17, and then I believe it was 42.
95, 17, 42, 18, and 19. Those were your top 5. So you had Hendrick, Roush, Ganassi, and then 4 and 5 were 2 Gibbs drivers. So a mix of teams in. As JC, Texas, Slade, and Darth Blood are a lap down. JC will get his lap back as we're going back under green now. 95 will lead him to the green flag. And stage 2 is underway.
Stage 2. Bumping going on in turn 1 and 2. The 18 and the 42 bumping.
As battle for the lead up here.
17 trying to make a run on the outside, but the 95 is going to hook the bottom and keep the lead. He's going to get back in line for a second, and he's going to try to get on the 7 on the 95's outside again, but he's going to lose a spot to the 42. Doesn't look like it's going to happen yet. The 42 underneath of him.
Nice, here comes 42 for second place. Oh, 17 up the track. It's 42 now in second place, clears the 17 car.
41 trying to make his way back to the lead.
Oh, 17 all up on the 42 bumper. I feel like he's about to give the 42 a bumper sooner or later. We've already seen that once between the two, but there he comes.
We just seen what happens when a driver's patience runs low. With Texas taking out the 43 and causing a
Oh, yep, there we go.
Now,
Cannot put him up the track though. 42's holding a still line. Oh, yep, there we go. 17.
completely pushed him up the racetrack, and he's going to take that spot away.
Oh, contact
Oh, 42
between the
gave
two.
him a bump back.
Here comes 42 for. Oh, he hits the apron and puts the. Oh! 42 hit the apron and put the 17 up and stack up. As 95 has a good lead now. Mike Man in second. S'mores in third. As 42 hit the apron in. Oh, and the 88. Oh,
88.
what a save by the 88.
It looked like the 42 got pushed, is being sent to the back or something, because he fell all the way back after that contact between him and the 17.
Yeah. I think the 42 is just trying to make an aggressive move and he wasn't paying attention to that apron.
Now look who's up there.
Oh, contact
43
between the 88 and the 42.
is making some ground after that terrible first stage.
Is there a lot of ruckus in second back, but Sports Kid cruising away.
Sports Kid's absolutely got nothing to worry about right now. But Mike Man in the 19, he's got a lot. Oh, he hit the wall. He's got his teammate with the 18 behind him. Potentially be aggressive. He gives the 19
a
bump
big
up
stack up, and here
Same
comes the 18
thing.
for second place.
Look at that, the 41 trying to gain
Yeah,
back his
41
lead.
too. Oh, 41 got a little loose back there.
The 41 went way up high.
As I don't think the slate. I don't know. Oh, 41. I'll try to put the 18 up the track, but wasn't successful. He's gonna try again. He does it this time.
The 41 bumped them both up the racetrack, and he's going to potentially get underneath the 19 coming into the next corner. He's going to get underneath the 19 for second here.
Oh, that was close. Oh, 19 messed up the corner, and the 41 is under him for second now. But Mike gets the run off the corner. I noticed. Oh, 43 and 18 contact. Oh, 18 in the wall. Couldn't tell what was going on back there.
Looks like the 41 took away second from the 19, but can the 41 catch up to?
Oh,
Sports Kid,
17
who
is around. And the I don't know what just happened to 17, but
probably wasn't. And I think the caution just came out. At least I think it did.
no, they're still in the throttle.
But
So
no, it hasn't. The 95's got at least a decent probably 2, maybe 3 second lead.
How about let me check. What is it? Let's see. Sports Kids.
Maybe it's even 5, 6 seconds.
He has a 3.5 second lead over Kevlon. Looks like it's increasing too. Let's go back. 18 here, behind S'mores. And you got the 19 up here trying to close in on that 41 for second place. Then you got JC back here. Texas. Texas trying to get his way back into the top 5 after that incident with Slade earlier.
Let's go back to the battle for second. Looks like the 41's pulled away from the 19, but look at Slade in the 43 making some ground. He's currently in 4th place after that terrible first stage, and he's in a decent position, stuck in 4th position. He seems to be having a decent shape. And right behind him is the 48 and the 24. The 48 really shot it coming into turn 1.
Oh, 88's around. Oh, the 88 I think lagged out.
Yeah, the 88 has blown an engine, I believe, and he is out of the race.
Yep.
Sad day for the 88 team of Dark Bud.
43. Ooh, 43. Closing in. The top 2 in points. Could see a battle here between those two. Here's Sports Kid continuing to. Everyone trying to maybe close in, but doesn't look like it's happening right now.
And the 95's got a pretty good handling car, and he's trying to keep his momentum and keep his pace going. As the 41s seem to be pulling away from the 19 of Mike Man, who's currently in 3rd position. But looks like doesn't look like Slade. Oh, Slade got passed by 48 for the 4th position.
48's already been by the.
Sorry, I just noticed this now, and it looks like Slade is going to be, I believe, in 5th. Looks like there's a battle for 6th between the 18 and the 24. The 18 gave the 24 a bumper.
Slade is a lap down, actually. It's saying JC is 4th. Oh, Texas gives him it right back. And
I guess Texas
can't pass him.
Still using that same logic.
Oh, Texas not giving S'mores any room. And clears him. Probably the 18, I would give him it right back. Yep. Oh, he dies it just a little bit. And look who Texas is gaining on now. The 43 car.
And the 18's really trying to push the issue with the 24, trying to give him the bumper. 18 way down low. Must have hit that apron.
Yep. Texas. I want to see what Texas does to. If he get. Yep, he's closing on that 43 car. Keep an eye on him until he gets to Slade's bumper and see if he can bump him out of the way. Connection.
Looks like but it's not that much. So Sports Kid doesn't have that much to worry about right now on the racetrack.
As we're 100 laps in now.
The 95 is continuing to hold a lead. The 41 slowly closing in. He's gained a lot on him. Is probably thinking he's got to pick up the pace and try to hold off that 41 car. Not on my screen. The 95 is still driving normally, with the 41 slowly still chasing after.
He's stuck right now. Hit road of mine.
He might have gotten disconnected again or something, because on my screen the 95 is still holding a lead against the 41.
Hold on, let me go to his stream and see what's going on here. Either that or I just had bad connection. Yeah, I think it's just my connection. I don't know what's going on.
Let's see, the 95 looks like the 41's gained at least a whole 2 seconds on that 95 car, and he's catching him more and more as time goes on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Honestly, I would start broadcasting, but I would have to go back, have to disconnect, reset
I'll-
my YouTube thing.
Hold on, let me disconnect from the lobby real quick and see what happens here. My apologies. Don't know what's going on with... Well, I can join through some of their accounts.
Continue to lead. The 41 closing in the gap, but the 95 is making sure that the 41 doesn't make it easy. Oh, the 95 got loose, or is that the end of the stage?
Oh, let me
I don't think
see.
that was the end of the stage. I think the 95 just got loose, and the 41 is all over the back end of that 95 right now.
See, they're coming
41
to...
has made some. The 41's made some really huge ground on the 95.
They're gonna come to 19 to go. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. And the 41 trying to make a
41 on
pass
the
from
outside.
19 to go here. And the 41 is under 95. Oh,
41,
crossover!
no
Oh!
contact. 95.
41 down low now. I don't know what happened to him. 95
It looked like
clears
the
him back.
41 overshot the corner and then just got into the 95.
It looked like he got loose off the corner one. Having a good battle now. Everyone trying to steal stage win.
41 almost had the first stage one until that caution came out.
.41 on the outside, 95 now. He's gonna have to drive it in hard. Overdrives the corner though. Oh, can he get the run? Yes, he can.
Doesn't look like he's going to get there on the outside. He's going to try to pass him here on the outside. Didn't work.
95, nope. 41's coming back again. Good battle in here. Oh, 40. Oh, 41 trying to. Can he clear him? He's cleared. 41 in the lead here at Martinsville.
That is a major comeback for the 41 car.
Yep, after missing the shift and had to come all the way back. The start of stage 2. And now could possibly win the stage. Still leads as we can see if we can look like we have any battles really. I guess
The
we
only
can just
battle we have really is the 41 and the 95.
good battle between these two. As we are coming to 11 to go left in the stage. As 95 still trying to catch back up to him. Trying to get to 95. Here we go. .95 looks like he's actually losing some ground. .95 trying to close back in. Oscar, can you hear me? Cannot hear Echo. Oh, 42's around, and no. Could that play a factor here? 42, 41, almost in the wall. 95 is really loose. Don't know why we can't hear a co-broadcaster right now, but hopefully get it fixed. Guys, 41 trying to get this stage win. Oh. We're going to be coming to 4 to go left in this stage. Kevron, who subbing for football for the rest of the season in the 41 car, looking to possibly get a win and impress some owners, and he could get a ride next year. There's 2 to go now on the stage. Or 2 to go now, my bad. Ooh, 41 kind of got loose there. As 41 will come around to take the white flag on this stage.
I'm back. I'm sorry I went silent there. My nose started bleeding out of nowhere. Had to go take care of it.
Yep, coming around the final corner of stage 2. And the 41 of Kevron will finish first. Sports Kid will finish second. Believe
Kevron completes the ultimate comeback.
JC third, Mike Man fourth, and I think S'mores got fifth. Couldn't tell. Let's see. Yep, S'mores got fifth. It's a nice running stage there.
It looks like this race is mostly going to be a battle between the 95 and the 41 car.
As the final stage, we're going to come around to, we're going to have 118 laps left here at Martinsville. It's been a pretty...
An upset, but if the 95 he advances to the championship 4 at Homestead, he could potentially end up winning the championship if he wins this race. But
we're going back to green
looks
now.
like the 41's going to start on the inside, 95 on the outside. Green flag, and it looks like a little dicey.
Oh,
the 48 looks like he got a little loose, but the 41's going to lead the field coming in 3 and 4. The 95 stuck on the outside, and I think JC's going to take second. Oh, dude!
Oh.
Was that payback, perhaps?
Possibly.
Between the 24 and the 42, and it looks like the 24 is not done yet with the 42. Looks like the 95 is going to get underneath the JC.
And up goes the Predator.
I think the 24 put him in
the
17 in the wall. And Texas. I think Texas tried to squeeze in on him, and the 17 hit the apron. or hit the curb.
Texas.
The battle for second up here is between, looks like, the 95 and the 48 and potentially the 19. Two Hendrick teammates up front trying to get second, and it looks like the 17 trying to catch back up after that incident.
As Texas. He's catching up to a group of guys that we've seen pretty hard racing.
Oh, bump! That was a double bumper by the 42. Well, technically it was a bump from the 17 to the 43, and then the 42 gave the bumper to the 17. Looks like 43 and the 17 got contact. The 24 is the 17 just
put the 42.
Put the 42 up the racetrack. It's gonna.
This is where
43 bumped the 17 up the racetrack.
This is where the hard racing will come in.
And this is when everybody's gonna start not being so nice to each other.
Back up here, Kevron. Looking to have a good lead right now on Sports Kid. Ooh, 43 is barely up the track back here. Trying to catch back up to him.
Looks like our current leader looks like to be still the 41 car. He's got about like probably a 1.5 second lead over the 95.
Yep, Kevron.
Kevron seems to have a really good long run car because every time, matter of fact, he looks like he's got both, because on the short runs you've seen he gets away really quickly. In long runs, he slowly goes away constantly, and he gets away from his opponent. And it looks like the battle between two JGR teammates, the 19 and the 18, trying to battle it out for third, I believe. Oh no, fourth. I'm sorry. That third is actually JC, but the 17 trying to catch up to those two Joe Gibbs cars.
Yeah, JC, he's been running on that third, fourth. Oh, JC got loose off the corner and then the inside wall. And that allows Mike Man to catch up to him a bit, but I was saying he's been running around that third, fourth place finish all night. Having a good, consistent run, but probably has the third, I would say third best car out here.
Looks like the 17 trying to push the issue with the 18. One thing that seemed kind of funny is that before the 17 passed 18, it was 19, 18, 17 in that order. It looks like the 17 is gonna already pass the 18. He's gonna try to work on Mike Man in the 19, and then potentially try to pass the 48.
As Sports Kid gaining on the 41.
Sports Kid must have found a different line to work with to catch up to the 41. He's gained a lot of ground on him. I think that 1.5 second lead's gone down to at least probably 3/4 of a second.
Sports Kid, he's trying to go back to back after winning last week at Kansas.
And if he wins, he also punches his ticket to Homestead. Oh, the 95 got loose coming off the corner, and that's gonna mess him up a little bit.
I've seen a lot of guys get loose off 1 and 2 today.
Yeah, it happened to me a lot too when I did the part-time race last season. It happened to me a lot too. It's all about really keeping your car in check.
As last week it was at Kansas, it was a sports kid trying to stay in front of the competition. Now it's sports kid trying to get back to competition.
He's gonna have to find some way to outsmart that 41 car.
Yep, it looks like that 41 car. He's
That
trying to pull
41
away
car
a
is
bit.
just gone. But the 95 is not gonna allow him to leave so quickly.
As they are pretty much gone from third place, JC. As I'd guess, most of that they have to pit one more time.
That means pit road strategy might come into play as well.
I haven't seen any of that today.
Because really, we've really hadn't had a lot of cautions in these cars.
Martinsville, it's one of those short pit entries, so if there's a group coming in there, we could see some chaos. As 95 looks like he's trying to gain back on the 41 a little bit again.
Yeah, but is he wearing out his tires in the process? Because you know that tire wear is going to play a factor in this race. He can't use too much of his tire, or he's not going to have a lot of grip.
Ooh, 41 kind of, or not 41, 95 kind of enjoyed, or 95 overdrove the corner, just spit in that last corner.
He can't be doing too much of that because he'll be tearing up his tires.
I see I believe that's the 42 I saw on the back straightaway. I saw a green car, couldn't tell what that was.
And I believe, and you are right, that is the 42. He seems to be falling behind everyone else in the field.
Yep, that was 42. That was
And as JC holds on third, we have 19, 18, and 17 all battling it out for fourth place.
Yep.
And that is currently the order. Looks like the 18's going to try to pass Mike Man, but doesn't get there, and the 17's right behind the 18. Oh, contact, I think, between the 24 and the 43 a little bit.
I can tell up in front, 95 doesn't really get off the corners that well.
Texas loose in the backstretch, but he keeps it together. But he lost a little bit of ground on the 43 car.
95 back up to the 41. It's been a dominant race between these two, but who will get the best at each other at the end? Oh, 95! What a save by Sports. Got really loose off that corner. I can tell now he's driving it in a little hard.
Yeah, that 95 is trying so hard to get back in the lead.
The last couple short track Sports, he's had problems on pit road, and that doesn't need that.
He definitely doesn't want that today, because that can.
Oh, 95 on the wall. 95 lost a little bit of ground.
That corner. '95 lost a lot of ground.
I knew if Sports coming into the chase, I knew if even Mike Man, even though he's eliminated, he's the same thing as I thought of Sports. If they could rally off at least one win, I feel like they could automatically be championship favorites because they're just so consistent. And Sports Kid, I think he's in that mark, but he's trying to make sure he's
trying really hard to win.
Trying to go back to back. 41 still.
And punch his ticket. I
wonder when we will see pit road. Price. I wouldn't think we'd see guys do strategy here. Cause there's another lap car with, can't tell who that was. Lap car with 42. That's Texas. Texas lost it.
Texas must be falling off the grid.
It's 95 not really gaining, and I think it's just coming down to pit road now. I think 95's car is wearing off. Just trying to stay with the 41.
I think that's really his objective as of right now. Looks like the 41's going to hold the lead a little bit to the 95, and the 95's going to try to close that gap between him and
They're gaining on that 42 car. Could he be a factor?
I highly doubt that, because I have a feeling that the 42 is probably going to do the right thing and get out of these leaders' way, because I don't think he wants to be a factor in these guys' battle for the lead. I think he'd rather just let them battle it out without any interference.
Yeah, and then they would think bad of him. That's primarily what he wants.
Like, when I was in this race and whenever the leader was near me, I always went on the outside in the turns, and if I was on the straightaway, I'd go way down low. I don't remember this, but I believe I was lapped down a total of at least 10 laps down when we completed the race.
Oh. As 95, it looks like he gains on him, and then he stays with them about 2 or 3 laps, and then he just loses ground.
They're catching really up on that 42 car.
Yep, and on that 24 and 43, if they mess around like they've been, then they'll be.
I see the 24 car and the 42 duking it out, I believe.
Sure, we'll get the better pit road.
It looks like the 43 as well was with that group.
Got 43 battling with that 24 for position. Oh, 41 went up the track just a little bit, but he just gets that run up the corner. I've been noticing that 43 and 24 have been at it for the last 5, maybe 7 laps.
Looks like the 41 and the 95 is going to catch up to lap traffic here.
Oh, that went 3 wide. Oh, 3 wide, not with the out.
That was close to a disaster.
Oh, and the 495 again got loose off the corner. Oh. Okay, guys, come on. The leader's by you.
It looks like the 41's gonna go by the 42 and the 24.
Oh, 42 and 20. Oh, Texas. Whew. Texas in the wall.
41 gets through traffic, but the 95 seems to be stuck in it a little bit.
95.
It looks like the 41's now gonna pass the 43 car.
Texas probably not that happy with that 42 car.
Looks like the 43 went high to let the 41 go by, let the leader go by. And I believe he's going to do the same thing when the 95 comes around. Texas gets underneath the 42 for position.
Nope,
43 went way up the racetrack, and I think he hit the wall.
Even though we keep an eye on this leader, I'm gonna keep an eye on these 3 guys back here, because they went crazy. And they caught up to him. Luckily they didn't wreck or anything.
The 41 has really gotten a lot of ground.
Yeah, 41 just has a little bit better long run carbon splits.
Yeah, Yeah, Sports Kid's trying to make
43 around in the back. He's back going now, but and the 42 around too. No caution, but I don't know what happened there.
Maybe they both hit the apron, or they just got loose off the corner.
Oh, 42. Okay, I'll check. It's 42 now 2 laps down. Oh, 42 and 43.
42 and the 43 hit the wall.
Still no caution. Yep, and the 41's pulling away big time on sports.
Looks like the 95 isn't going to be able to catch the 41 for now. I believe the 95 has really worn tires, considering that he's been using a lot of rubber to catch up to the 41. But I don't know if the 41's got much as worn tires as the 95 does.
We're going to be coming to, I believe, 81 laps to go. So it's been about, let's see, about 40 laps in this stage. So I really have no clue when they'll be pitting. Just have to wait and see. Most of these guys look like they're just waiting for pit stops. Not really any. Slade and JC are kind of bumper to bumper here. Nascar, is your nose bleeding again?
No, I'm just watching, paying close attention to this battle between the 95 and the 41 for the win.
Oh, 95's on pit road.
Because the 95 must have had his tires has been really warning us a strategy to call. But let's see if anyone else is going to join him down in pit road.
I would expect that.
The 18 is in. The 18 is also in pit road as well.
Let's keep an eye on. Oh, 17's coming in.
17 making his way to pit road.
Keep it on Texas here and see what he does.
The 43, into the wall.
As 95's coming out of pit road now, 18's entering pit road. 17's entering pit road too.
95 is exited pit road. 17 and the 18 are making their pit stops. The 43 into the wall again in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, 43. Oh, JC in the wall too.
His tires must be really worn. The 17 is exited pit road and he's re-entering the racetrack. The 41 is potentially going to put the 18 a lap down again.
See, I'm looking on Texas, or on sports, and he's running 5th right now. Is that the 95 all the way back there?
43 is into the wall again. Coming back into turns 3 and 4 to 43, all the way up against the wall.
See, Texas in 4th, Mike in 3rd. So who hasn't pitted? Oh, somebody just came out of pit road, I think.
Mike Mann coming down pit road.
Yep, 19 car down pit road. Oh, JC hasn't pitted yet.
Oh, the 43 is around.
Oh, 43 around.
The 41, the current leader, is now making his way down pit road.
41's down pit road.
Yep, he's just entered pit road.
So I'll put JC as the leader.
It's like the 43's in the 19, he's going to re-enter the racetrack.
So 43 would be. Yep, the
He'll
43's
potentially be
our
the
race
next
leader.
leader if the 48 pits.
So
41 is exiting pit road.
48 and the 24
Wait, no,
are
yeah.
the 48 and the 24 are the cars that haven't pitted yet. If I were Texas, I'd probably try to stay out as long as I can because he has nothing to lose. But JC,
That 43 is trying to stay out too, but he's hitting the wall a lot. His tires must be really worn, or he's really running it too deep in the corner. 43 goes way up the racetrack and hits the wall again in turn string 4.
I don't know what's happening. So the race leader
Two
is
people that haven't pitted is the 48 and the 43, I believe.
24 as a pitted either. JC is our current leader. And then Texas, I believe, yep, Texas will be your race leader if. I think they're just trying to get a caution. There's Texas. Strategy play between both him and JC.
48 still refusing to come down pit road for now. Looks like the
So right now, the 41 has a 3-second lead on 95. JC still well. Yep, JC still staying out. Same as Texas.
the 43, the 24, 48 haven't pitted yet. They still
Oh,
are
42 down pit
looking
road.
for it. 42 coming to pits. I believe he hasn't pitted yet either, so this will be his green flag pit stop. The 24 is coming into pit road.
Yep, 24 is in. So now the only driver remaining on, or the 43, but 48 and the 43 are the two drivers that have not pitted yet.
I believe the 43 is coming in this time, I believe. Yep, he is coming in this time.
So just keep an eye on JC until
The
see when he
the
hits.
42 has re-entered the racetrack.
JC
48
still
continues to keep running on old tires.
Let me see. Does JC? Let's see how many laps he has left.
Looks like the 24 has re-entered the racetrack. He's back battling
Oh,
out with the
JC
42.
has like 2. I think he'll be coming down this time. So he has 2 laps left of fuel. His fuel gauge came on, so I expect him
And
coming.
JC is
Either
running
this
that
time or
thing
next time.
dry.
Yep, in comes
He's
JC.
coming in now. JC, the regular season champion, making his way down pit road.
So the cycle out will be the 41 is the leader. And the 95 is, let's see how many seconds he's behind. Let's just let the 41 get clocked back.
Oh, the 43 in the wall.
The 41 is now back as the race leader. And the 95 is back in. Oh! Somebody's around. 43 again.
43 is having some serious problems. The 48 is now exiting pit road.
95 is 3.5 seconds behind the 41.
Oh, the 24 got around and he's now trying to get back into gear. 48's gonna bump the 24, I think, and he doesn't get the job done.
And there's 33 laps left in this race.
It looks like it's gonna be the 41 car because when Sports Kid pitted, the 41 didn't pit until probably 5 to 10 laps later. So the 41's gonna have fresher tires than the 95.
Well, you said that, told me that JC, he has an advantage. Even though he's 16 seconds back, he has an advantage in tires. I don't think he'll be enough, but...
JC has an advantage with tires, but I don't think that'll be enough for him either. The only person who really has a bad advantage is the 95, since he's the first one to come down the pit lane.
Yeah,
So he's
41's
gonna have the
pulling
oldest
away.
tires.
41 is pulling away from the 95. Be a big upset win, but that will help Beige and Remix because they missed tonight's race. But that will help them keep alive.
Bring another win to Stewart Haas Racing. Looks like the 42's coming up pit road again. Yeah, the 42 coming back down pit road. I don't know if that's a strategy call or did something happen.
Seven laps to go at Martinsville.
41 continuing to lead, continuing to dominate this race.
The Stewart, oh no, my bad.
Oh, the 43 hit the wall or something.
I don't know
Is he?
what's going on. He's at least 3 or 4 laps down, I would say. Maybe even more. I don't know what's happening here. This car's just out of control. Yep, and there he goes again.
I don't know if he's having steering problems or he's just messing up the racetrack or something, because that car is just all
wow.
over the place.
I wonder if he's too loose. 'Cause, I mean, he just keeps staring down. Yeah, I would guess his, oh wow, he overdrove the corner a lot there. I think he's just way too loose. There's the 95 in this mess too.
Trying to get by this lap traffic. He's catching up to the 42, and I believe that is the 18 he's catching up to when it comes to lap traffic. The 41 completely. I think the 42 let the 41 go by, not wanting to interfere with his race.
5. And a big pack of mess. The 43 all over the place. And he lets Sports go by because he knows he's out of control. 41 is 5 seconds ahead of Sports now, so he is pulling away. So unless the caution comes out, this could be in the bag for the 41. He doesn't have a ride for next year, so this will definitely impress some owners.
This could potentially be for a contract offer for next season. But then again, it could go to Harris, and that was in the playoffs for the Xfinity Series, but never was able to show.
But I don't believe anybody's in that 14 though.
Could potentially get a ride at 14, or you might get a full-time ride in the Xfinity program. Who knows?
He has the Xfinity win this year. He won at Darlington. This is only his 3rd or 4th race in the league, but he's a really fast competitor. And as you can see,
he's really good for a Cup title for next season if he gets a Cup ride.
That's 15 to go now. Yep, Sports. He just he hasn't had he's had the 2nd best car definitely,
but now he's got really old tires. The only thing Sports can pray for is caution.
Yep, that thing that's gonna really good chance at this race.
Any other chances of him winning are out the door. Because his tires are really worn at this point, probably. Because he was the first car to come in and get fresh tires. Because the 41 probably was like, probably the 2nd to probably 3rd to last person to come in to get tires.
12 to go now.
This has been a pretty good run by the 41 car today. Started on the pole, I believe. Had led a lot of laps. Ended up winning the first stage.
No, it was the 2nd stage.
Second stage, my bad. Sports Kid ended up winning.
Oh, I thought there was a caution for a second.
No, it looks like the 42's coming back down pit road again. But 41 had finished stage 1 close to the back, and he made a huge comeback in stage 2 to win the stage. And now in the 3rd stage and final,
9 to go now.
Looks like he's gonna win. That 18 car better get out of his way indefinitely.
That will be a big points penalty if he screws him up for a win. Possibly maybe a race.
The 18 look like he's gonna go high. I think the 18 is gonna let the 41 go by since he got underneath of him.
Not really.
The 18 is gonna stick right with him.
Oh! Oh!
I don't know why S'mores is battling him when the 41 is clearly the leader and the 18 is gonna probably go another lap down.
Yeah, there it
from
goes.
this.
Now the 41 got on.
He's got him.
The 18 all on his bumper though. 6 to go now. Oh, what? The 18, what is he? I don't know why the 18's...
I don't know why the 18's
Trying to
been
block
rough
it
with
out
the
of the way.
41. It makes no sense because the 41 is the leader and the 18 is now a lapped car, and I don't get it.
Yep, he's not continuing to drive on his bumper. So 18's under him. Oh, 4 to go. Oh, 18!
Bumped the 41. What is he doing? 18 must be really determined to stay ahead of the lap or something. The 41's gonna get back underneath the 18.
3 laps. Another bumper.
41 bumps the 18. 42 re-enters the racetrack, I believe.
Oh, contact. Oh, 18 in the wall.
18 in the wall.
2 laps to go.
As the 41 comes into turns 3 and 4, we're going to be coming to the white flag this time by. One more lap
white
to
flag.
go. One more to go here at Martinsville.
Oh, 42. Oh, 18.
I think the 42 wanted to stay out of it. Looks like the 41's gonna.
41, nice
Coming
corner.
out of turn 4.
Upset
The
alert.
41.
41 will win at Martinsville.
At
Congrats
Martinsville.
to Kevron on winning, and
And
he's
a really upset victory.
he's the first non-chaser to win in this chase. I'll probably guess you don't have his account.
No.
Kevron 187 will get your winner. Oh shoot! What the heck? Kevron. There he is.
Great race altogether. It looks like a little bit of post-race altercation between the 43 and the 24, it looks.
Yep. As that was a pretty good race considering that was Martinsville. Really impressed me in that race. Let's try to invite him one more time. Let's see, Kevron. Oh shoot. Alright. She is not. Hold on. Hey, Kevron. Kevron, can you hear me? Kevron. Are you down for a post-race interview? Alright, we invited you to a PlayStation party so you can. Told him that we invited him to a. Let's see. Kevron, what is? Try about it one more time here. Try to get your winner of tonight's race, Kevron 187 in the 41 car. Not joining. It's a pretty good race tonight. Pretty much dominated between that 95 and the 41 car. Doesn't look like he's joining.
I mean, I sent him an invite. I don't know if he's having problems connecting or I don't know.
Let's try to get second place then if he's not gonna join. Try to get Sports Kid if he's still. Oh yeah, there's Sports. Alright, let's try to. Is the 95 who finishes second. Sports, congrats on the second place. How do you think your race went tonight? Sports, can you hear me? Sports. As Sports is not. Sports, can you hear us? Alright, yeah, no, okay. Alright.
Cool. Oh, yeah, I was in Discord, sorry.
Congrats on the second place finish. How do you think your race went tonight?
Well, it was pretty good. Had a really good car, just couldn't quite keep up with Kevron, but we were able to pull away from the rest of the field, so it was a pretty good race. Got a crucial stage win and a second in stage 2. So some good stage points there going into the next round.
Yeah, it was pretty much between you and the 41 the whole night. With the 41 winning, do you think he probably impressed some owners with his win tonight?
Yeah, I think he definitely proved that he's got what it takes to win, and he's got the speed and the consistency too. So, yeah.
Well, next week we head to Texas. How are you looking forward to that race?
I'm excited for it because I missed the Texas race earlier in the year. So hopefully, we can put on a good showing and try and get a win to lock us in. If not, we can have a similar performance than we did tonight.
Nascar, you got any questions for Sports?
Yeah, I noticed that on the long runs you could easily close the gap on the 41, but then later on you would slowly fall back. Do you think tire wear was a factor in your decline in the gap between you and the leader, or do you think you were maybe just over pushing it?
I think there's a little bit of both, because I knew early on I had to try and stick with them as closely as I could to keep them from checking out too early.
Hold on 1 second, Kevron.
We were just pushing it, trying to keep up with the 41 there, and tires wore pretty quick, and then started making a couple little mistakes when we got close to them. So it was a good battle, though. It was fun racing them.
Nascar, you got any more questions for Sports?
No, I don't.
Congrats to you on second place, Sports, and we'll see you next week at Texas.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for broadcasting.
Alright, see ya.
Congrats to Kevron, too. Good job, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Oh. Let me leave. Here we go.
Now we got the winner of tonight's race, Kevron. Kevron, how you feeling, man?
Yo. Feels great, man. I always love getting a win at Martinsville.
Well, it was pretty much between you and 95 the whole night. What do you think won you the race above him?
Endurance, man. Just consistency is key, and keeping up with your right front tire is most crucial part of racing on this track. Without that grip, you just lose all that speed, and without speed, you can't do anything really. So management of tires and consistency, man, that's all I can say.
Well, after tonight's race, do you think you maybe impressed any owners for getting a ride maybe next year?
Oh, no doubt in my mind, man. The thing is when it comes to impressing the owners, it doesn't even matter if you won or not. What owners really want to see out of a racer is consistency and showing that, hey, you got a little bit of speed to beat out some of the best guys on the track. And sometimes it's like last week when I raced in Kansas, we had a really fast car, but we just didn't show the results for it. But I had a couple guys message me, wanting me to join the teams and all that since last week. And tonight, I don't see it being any different. Seeing some messages this week from other owners.
Nascar, you got any questions for Kevin?
Well, you had a pretty good comeback in stage 2, starting close to the back and then working your way all the way back into getting back into the lead and winning stage 2. When you were chasing down Sports Kid, did you know you were going to catch up to him eventually, or did you know that you had to push it a little harder to get up to him?
I noticed from the first stage how much he fell off in the long run. So half of me knew that I could catch him, but the other half of me didn't know how quickly I could catch him. He made some adjustments there about second half on out to the end of the race on his tire adjustments, and you could see it too just because how much longer he was able to hold his speed compared to mine. So when I saw that he was improving just as well as anybody else on the track could have, it became a little bit more of a challenge and a little worrisome to see how we were going to end up finishing. But I mean, it was. I mean, Sports Kid held out a really great, consistent car as well. He obviously had the fastest lap time too of the race, so that tells you his improvements. So that was what I was worried about. But overall, man, it was just a matter of how consistent you can be. It didn't matter if you had the speed; it just mattered if you had consistency. So.
Ask me, got any more questions for?
So, when pit strategy started coming, what was your initial plan to pit during the final stage? Were you gonna pit exactly when the 95 did, or were you gonna wait out a little longer before you went up the pit before you decided to?
Yeah, the 95 did really dictate when to pit. It was just a matter of how long you can stay out. Just because if a caution comes out, you're a lap down, 2 laps down, whatever the case is, and that's always brutal to try to make up for that lost time. If you pit early and then you get caught in somebody's mayhem, or simply just a caution just throwing you back there. When he pit the way he did, it actually gave me a little bit of breath, to kind of just take my time, save my tires, run consistent lap times. And obviously I was running a little bit slower, but it kind of shocked me that when I finally pitted, I think it was about 10, 12 laps after he did, we were only a second between each other. And then when I came out ahead of him, we were 3.3 seconds ahead, or between each other, with me still ahead of him. So that kind of shocked me. I thought he would have gained a lot of time from that, but probably something happened during the entry of pit road.
Any more questions for him?
No more questions for him at this time.
Well, we congratulate you on your win here at Martinsville. Are you going to be here next week for Texas?
Yeah, I believe so, man. Unless it's some plans changed, abruptly. I've got my wife expecting to have a baby here soon, so you just never know what life throws a curveball at you. So.
Well, congrats to you on tonight's win, and we will see you at Texas.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Is this where I back out or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when you back out.
Okay, my bad. It's the first time I've ever done this, so yeah.
That's all right.
Didn't want it to be
It's all
like
right.
some little dude. Okay. All right. Thank you all very much.
Alright. Do you want to try to get JC or do you want to call it here?
Let's try to get JC in here. If not, talk to
Alright. Yeah, I wanna hear what happened. Try to get the 48 car, finish third in tonight's race. Do you have him on your friends list?
JC. Yeah. Says
Alright.
he's currently playing Fortnite.
Alright, try to invite him and then if he
Already
doesn't, then
did.
let's get Slade.
Let's try to get Slade or Texas, one of the two.
Yeah, I guess we can get
Mike
Texas.
Man looks like he's not available to interview as well. Doesn't look like he's available.
Yeah, get Texas on us here.
Yeah, I'll get him. At least I'll try to.
Try to get the 24 car. Can't remember where he finished in tonight's race, but the driver of the 24 car in. And what you in the first stage, you look like you ran in the top 5 for a little bit, but then when you were by that 43 when you punted him, that's when it all started. What happened there with you in the 43?
I just felt like the 43 kind of was racing a little aggressive in the beginning, so it was just kind of one of those things that I felt like I needed to be a little bit aggressive. So I think it calmed down a little bit after that, and later in the race we actually had a really good battle. So I guess it's just chalk it up to I felt like I needed to be aggressive at that particular point.
Yeah, you definitely lived up to your name after you said last week that you don't care if he was your teammates or not, but you would bump him out of the way if it was for a win. Were you trying to do that just to get up to the front, or were you doing that in kind of frustration against some drivers?
I would say it was a lot of times out of frustration. We probably had a top 5 car. I don't think I had a winning car or anything, but probably had a top 5. So probably more frustration than anything, because I didn't really think we had the car to get up there and battle for the win.
Nascar, man, you got any questions for Texas?
Other than that situation with Slade, when crap, I forgot my question already. But so do you think this rivalry between you and 43 will carry on through the rest of the season, or do you think that it's gonna end here and not have any more effect?
I mean, I think the rivalry will still be there. I think the thing is that kind of differentiates our rivalry from some of the other ones I've had with I don't know who other people that we've had in the league, is kind of like I was telling Will in the middle of the stream. I may not like the 43. He may not like me. We have our differences away from the track, but for the most part on the track, we race each other pretty clean until something happens. I think the particular point on your question, Roman, about early in the race. I think he like made it 3 wide or something and bounced off the curb and pushed everybody up. Something like that kind of happened. Was kind of one of those situations. And I got frustrated with that. But if you watched our battle towards the middle of the race, the end of the race, we were back and forth for 10, 20, 30 laps, I would say. And he'd hit the wall, I'd give him room, he'd let me go, and vice versa. I'd mess up a corner, I'd give him room so he could go. So I think the respect is there that whenever we mess up, when we're racing the other person, when we mess up, or if we're just just a regular race, I think we have the respect to give each other the room and to race good. It's whenever one person steps over the line and does an aggressive move that kind of sets it off.
Nascar, you got any other questions for Texas?
Nope, I don't have any more questions.
All right, well, I got one more. We're heading to your home track next week at Texas. How are you looking forward to that race?
Dude, I want to win so fucking bad. I know I probably shouldn't say that word particularly, but I want to win so bad. I've never won in a league at Texas. And coming off of the April Texas race when I sped pit road 4 times in a row and threw that race away, I really just would like to win. So I feel good. We're always fast. I just need to learn how to close it down.
All right, well, good job to you tonight, and we'll see you at Texas next week.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Tex.
Thanks.
Now we have the driver of the 48 car who finished third tonight. JC, how do you feel your race went tonight?
I didn't finish third. I finished 5th.
Oh, you finished 5th? Oh, my bad then.
Yep.
Well, at least the top 5 finished.
I should have been third, but for whatever reason the car just wasn't there at the end.
Well, we were looking at you most of that race.
You didn't pit until like you were like maybe 1 or 2 laps left on gas, and you have completely almost tried your tires at this point. Did you was your strategy plan to try to have the freshest tires on the racetrack, or was it a different plan that just didn't really go too well at the end?
So I was hoping for 3 things, and only one came true, and that was the lead lap. The other 2 were, have fresher tires once I came out, which pit crew did a phenomenal job on that pit stop. And just for whatever reason, that car just was junk afterwards. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's because I didn't make a change that I needed to make a change for, or what it was. But thirdly, I was hoping a caution would have came out. That way I had everybody locked down.
Yeah, for most of the race, you were running 3rd, 4th, or 5th. Well, do you know what was kind of holding your car back to running with Sports and Chevron?
Oh, I had nothing for them. I battled it with Sports for a little bit just to say, hey, I battled Sports for a little bit or whatever. Just, as a competitor aspect between me and him. But I knew I had nothing for Chevron. Chevron he's beast at Martinsville.
Nascar, you got any other questions for JC?
So when it comes playoff wise, do you think that you can potentially make it to the championship 4, considering that you had a good points position?
I'll honestly be shocked if I don't make it to the championship round.
Well, with that, I don't have any more questions, but good luck to you next week at Texas and at Phoenix, and hopefully you could potentially end up winning the title at Homestead. But
hopefully.
We'll have to wait and see what happens out there on the racetrack.
All right. I will catch you guys later.
All right, see you. I guess we can call it here.
Yep.
Thank you guys all for watching tonight's broadcast of the Montmorency PS4 NASCAR League. Congrats to Chevron on winning the first bank again. I keep forgetting. First bank 500 at Martinsville. And next week we're going to be
bank 500. First
next
data
week.
bank.
Oh, first data. Okay, my bad. Next week we'll be heading to Texas Motor Speedway for 167 laps at the AAA Texas 500. And thanks to Nascar Man for joining me in the booth. Hopefully all of you guys enjoyed tonight's race, and we will catch you guys all at Texas.